Apologies about my attire.
And
You look
my
lovely.
attire. Thank you. Hi everybody, I hope you got your cup of coffee ready or your mug of soup at this point if you're living in Cape Town or KZN or the Eastern Cape. I know it's very cold at the moment, so I hope you got your cup of coffee there or tea, and for those that like the red wine and a glass of wine to warm the blood, go for it.
So yeah, wonderful to have you along with us. Another exciting episode of Mahala Monday, where we recap what has been happening and what is about to happen. But more importantly, as always, we just want to have you along with the journey. And of course, we're sure you've got questions and comments. Then by all means, share those with us as you're watching this. Of course, there are those details at the bottom of your screen. But very important is to like and subscribe. So please do that. Ring the bell, subscribe. If you haven't done so yet, please do so straight away. Exciting times, Rhoda.
Exciting.
We are a little bit cold, but it's hot.
Exactly. And all I could think of at the end of the day, obviously we had elections, and the day after the elections in Cape Town, it was pouring with rain. And I thought to myself, imagine it was a day later, we'd have been standing in the rain. I was quite happy about that. I was very happy. So how was your election day, Dora?
Election day was all right. I initially planned to go early to my voting station. And then I woke up very early at 11 o'clock in the morning. No, I'm joking.
Wow, very early.
No, but I got to the voting station about 10:40. So let's say 10:30. That's when I got there. And the first hour went past, and I moved about 10 meters.
Ooh.
And the second hour went past, and then I dropped back another 20 meters. No, I'm joking. But yeah, it was 4 hours.
4 hours?
It took me 4 hours, but it was fine. It was fine. And, I could occupy myself by doing other stuff. It was fine.
Okay.
But it was great. It was like, made some new friends. And it was wonderful. So, yeah, it was all part of it. But I must say, there was that thought. I'm not going to lie, Rhoda. I've got to be honest. There was that moment where I thought to myself,
is it worth it?
Maybe if I go and come back later. But I couldn't. And I do believe if I exercised that, it would have been a lot quicker, because once I walked out, there was no, my timing was just out, I think. But also, when I got there, the polling station was open already 3.5 hours or so. And just waiting half an hour, the people who were there from before 7 in the morning only vacated.
Are you serious?
So it was up until just after midday. I think that was at my station. But I mean, yeah.
I believe mine was 35 minutes. I mean, I got in the queue, quick inside. I mean, we only had like 3 people there that actually just handed the ballots, and then you had to add, I think we had like 6 of these little boxes. And I'm telling you, 35 minutes in and out. And then his friend texts, and she's like, oh, wow, thank goodness my surname is obviously the alphabet that you had, because some stations, I believe, worked on according to your surname. And I mean, they didn't do that by us, but by her it was. And she's in Johannesburg. She said 7 minutes. They called out those surnames, go to that queue. She said, poop, 7 minutes, she was out. So yeah, so some people were lucky, some people were not so lucky. But yeah, 35 minutes for me, and some people stood for a very long time. I mean, if you look at the queues on television, I kept on watching. I mean, it was long queues. But everybody came out to vote.
Yeah, the people came out to vote. Look, it wasn't the kind of queues we saw in 1994. Queues would just carry through to the horizon. Which is what you want to see. Because I know lately in the news there's a lot of things about the voter turnout. But you're always looking at just over like plus minus 60%. More than half, and that is the amount of people that came out. Came out. Now, of course, yesterday the results official.
That's right.
So you made your cross. There's your rewards, people. So just to look at what it stands on at the moment. So if you just look right at the bottom, there's a number there of 27 million.
That's
so
right.
That the 27 and a half, over half a million. That is the people who are eligible to vote, of which just over 16 million people came. So you got 27.5 million just about, and just under 16.5 million people came out to do their vote.
Exactly.
So me and you are one of those.
That's
we wanted the 16 million.
We are hoping we won it, because there was obviously the ballots, that was obviously the wasted ballots, I believe, the 230, the spoiled ones. So I made in my lines, I stayed within the line.
Yeah.
So we're
I did as
possibly
well.
one of those, Dougal. Definitely.
I gotta be
definitely.
honest with you. What 4 hours allowed me to do was normally I gaan gaan, and I really study the ballot. And I know exactly who's there and who's not gonna.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I just went straight for what I made my mind up to be.
Exactly.
And that was it.
Just quick.
So yeah, the leading parties, of course, as we saw on the previous slide as well. We must just say thanks to Business Tech, which we got this one from.
That's right.
And the other one
was IEC.
which we got from the IEC website. This is what it looks like. Now, of course, the two color differences there. So the previous election was in 2019, so that is marked with blue, and then purple being this year, being last week.
That's right.
And there's the 50% line, and the ANC just went over it. And this year, they got 70 seats. 70 seats, different. So basically 70 parliamentarians unemployed.
And Dougal, can you believe it? Can you believe it? Look
What
at that.
keyword are you going to stand?
I'd love to know that as well. So that was the previous seating. So if you look at all the green, that was your ANC. And then you'll see the DA and all the other parties obviously going. And now the new one, which is now the new seating, as you can see, the green is gone. Back.
Yeah,
it's like a speed, like traveling.
Yeah, you got 3 more seats than they did the last time. They went up a little bit. And then that yellow section between the red and the blue is MK.
And that is the talk of the town, Dougal. Talk of the town. Surprise, surprise. I mean, they made I was shocked when I saw them coming through. And I think EFF wasn't happy about this because I saw the interview they had with the EFF. So I don't think anybody expected that to happen. But if you look at the map which they had, if you look at KwaZulu-Natal, it was MK through and through. So the numbers was like flooding within.
But you know what, Rhoda? I mean, a lot of people obviously, but I quite like what the president said. And various political leaders have come out and said this. We accept the results as it is. I like that. And it does show the strength within the democracy because the options, the choice. I mean, it's not a foregone conclusion that who you voted for is going to be the outright winner.
Exactly.
So this is it. This is how it works.
Yeah,
this is how it works.
Exactly.
So if you went out to vote, then there you would have your voice would have been heard. So this is good. This is good. And well done to everybody who came out. And
yeah.
There it is. So now it's going to be it's a whole dog and pony show now in terms of the coalitions and who's going to do what and what.
Who's going to party with who and who's going to be with who.
It's going to be interesting, man. It's exciting times.
It's exciting times. So I'd love to see as well because just listening, I'm always listening. Every night I'm listening, okay, what's happening? Who's having conversations? Who's having meetings? So that's been fascinating. And those that's actually having meetings, I'm like, okay, shock, I never thought the two of you would have a meeting, So I would love to see what the outcome of all this is going to be. If it is, that it stays the way it is, and all good and well, because you know what? I do believe that we need to have everybody giving their opinion, voicing.
100%.
And this is why we voted, and we have that amount
100%.
of parties. So to have that multiple seats that everybody can give the input and not just one-sided.
And it's difficult. It's difficult because parties are not going to relinquish their values or the ticket or their mandate that they've campaigned on by doing things in a certain way, which might be completely polar opposite to the party that they now go into cahoots with. This is it. But the big thing, and I'm sure everybody is aware of it, especially in this coalition negotiations, the big victor, the beneficiary here, South Africa.
Exactly.
That is where the interest would be. But I'm sure our political leadership across the landscape will definitely do that.
Take us in consideration at the end of the day.
I'm sure. And we got to, you know what I mean? Yeah, we can call it blind optimism or whatever, but you got to believe that things will be the way it should be.
Should be. And there will be change.
100%.
So especially for our youth and our younger ones out there. So let's see what happens. And see what's with our next show. We'll see what happens.
I'm just upset nobody voted for me because I was okay.
I voted for you, Dougal. Don't worry, I voted for you. So you'll see Dougal and myself as all homely dressed because it is very cold and we're broadcasting obviously from Cape Town and it is very cold. So there has been a yellow, which is level 4 warning, Dougal, that has gone out, guys, tomorrow for Tuesday. So please be careful out there. You saw what happened with our previous floodings that we had within the Western Cape, the Overberg, Stellenbosch. Everybody was affected. So please be careful out there. Then also KZN. I do believe you also have a level 4. There is a bit of restrictions there as well. And you know what, I mean, watching the news as well, KZN has had quite a bit of rain as well. We've got your back, Dougal. We've got your back. And then obviously Eastern Cape as well. And you mentioned that to me, that you've been watching it as well.
Yeah.
And it's quite bad out that side as well.
I've been watching a lot of footage of flooding in the low-lying areas on the eastern side. And it's absolutely bad. So, you know, your hearts go out to everybody in that area. Exactly. And what is interesting, and especially in the area around Gqeberha, because I know they've had water restrictions for the longest time. I mean, every year there's water restrictions.
But they're flooding.
100%. Last year, flooding as well.
Sorry.
So, seriously, man.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of looking at your storage, if you had flooding last year, you had flooding the year before, you have a flood and water restrictions.
Yes,
I mean, a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. You remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Day zero was a real thing.
It was a real thing for sure.
And last year there was flooding.
Yeah.
So, or maybe the year before. I mean, but you know, you seriously got to look at your infrastructure. And once again, this is, you know, people vote. This is once again what it is about.
That's all about.
Yeah. So, but our hearts go out to the people, you know what I mean? This is, when it comes to natural disasters, this is not an easy thing.
It's not easy.
So, yeah. And also Cape Agulhas area. My parents on that side, I spoke to my dad this morning, and even the town like Bredasdorp is kind of cut off from various spots.
Wow.
Yeah, so
please be careful.
Please be careful wherever you are. Please be very, very careful. And please, also, this is an opportunity for us to be mindful of people's needs in this time.
Yeah.
Please be mindful of that.
Please. And then, you know what, I know Mandela Day is coming up as well. You don't have to wait for Mandela Day. These people's going to be getting cold tomorrow. If you got blankets or you got food or anything that you need to go and look and see where you can basically do your donations and assist where you can, because obviously we need it in times of need. So then everybody, if you're going to be going to the waterfront, don't be shocked, because there is an oddly shaped turbine apparently.
Is that it?
That's it there, Dougal. And apparently it needed to look arty, and it actually fits in with the waterfront.
Look like legs walking.
It looks like it fits in with the waterfront. So they've actually put up a few of these in the waterfront because they actually want to see, it generates obviously electricity, and they're wanting to see how this can assist and help at the waterfront to obviously bring down the energy levels and, you know, just using more natural energy.
There's like 4 propellers there.
That's right. So that's spinning, and apparently it's not, it's a slow spinner, so it spins according to, and it can go any direction because whichever way the wind blows, it catches the wind. So so interesting time. And
the basically, am I the only one who thinks that looks like somebody walking?
Oh yeah, come to think of it, that's one leg and one leg in front. Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't see it like that. Well done, Dougal. But they said it's very arty and it fits in with the waterfront. So so there's a few of these that's basically same as a light pole, and then it's on top of this pole. So when you see it, don't get off, like, you know, some people get, oh, what's that? Is it doing my cell phone? What's it doing? You know, people start getting a bit paranoid. It's not. It is a little turbine, and it is for electricity. So the waterfront is testing the system, and it actually does work in line with your panels and things like that. So it generates electricity all the time, even at night, Dougal. So you don't have to wait for the sun or anything like that. It will just continue charging your batteries. So something good, is something we need to look at, and it's from Germany apparently, a company from Germany, and they wanting to actually manufacture this within South Africa, so their job creation, you know, so all good and well, and I think this is a good idea. And if Waterfront obviously is the first people at trying this, if not, why not? And I think we need to have all these brilliant ideas coming up, because like the two of us always say, you cannot wait on government to do something. Yeah. We have to do something for ourselves. And this is a brilliant idea. I'm
just worried about the optics, because those looks like legs are walking. Somebody's trying to escape. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so good, all good. And we need more of this.
How many are there? Is there like lots?
Apparently, let me have a look quickly. There's 5 of them, Dougal.
5
so they're
legs.
all in line. Oh, you talking about the legs or 5 of these ones?
Well,
there's 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 little of those little shapes there. So, but there is 5 of them has been set up, and apparently they're not going to be obviously lighting up the whole of the waterfront. People, it's just a small portion. They're testing it.
I just saw
Testing
what
it.
I just saw what you printed for us, which says 5 helix shape.
There we go. That's the shape, Dougal.
Yeah, helix,
Yeah,
like that sort of.
the feet. that
It's
you
like
see.
DNA strandy thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's up and running. Yeah, so don't be shocked when you walk in there. Then off to sports, Dougal.
They don't look helixy at all. Anyway. Yeah.
You should actually get the shape up and see what it looks like. So the URC results.
Yes.
There we go. So my favorite team, which is the Stormers, and then one of my best friends actually is a Blue Bull. His name is Anthony. So whenever I go to Anthony's house, I always see the Blue Bull little shot glasses. I never want to drink with him out of the Blue Bull glass. But you know what? Our
Good.
Blue Bulls made it to the URC. Well done to you as well. So,
Yeah.
well.
So it's quarterfinals coming up. So Munster against Ospreys and the Bulls, like you said, against Benetton, and then of course Ulster and Leicester. And Glasgow will be hosting the Might of the Cape, the Stormers.
The Stormers, there we
So
go.
yeah, so lots to look forward to there. And the Bulls of course are playing at home. The Stormers will be travelling, but hopefully we can overcome the Glasgow Warriors.
Yes, definitely. We'll be cheering them on.
We're looking
Go
forward to that,
Stormers.
hopefully. It's going to be good. It's going to
And
be
then
good.
you've got some soccer results here, too.
Listen, yeah, so one thing we must...
You bet.
What's Hubert saying? Hubert says we get enough hot air from our politicians. Well, now the
got to do
legs
with
are
the
blowing,
weather.
Baba.
Don't
This
let the wind pass unused. Well done, dude. Hubert.
Hubert is commenting on that statuary thingy we saw.
That's right,
Helix
that's right.
turbine
The
shaped
helix
thing.
turbine shape.
Yeah. So how's this? So this weekend, you saw the final of the UEFA Champions League, of course, which is big. Champions of Europe in terms of club competitions. And
wow.
Real Madrid did it again.
Oh, wow.
16 times.
16. Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
16 times. Nobody's won it more. I mean, the previous
Gee whiz.
victors were Man City. Then there was Chelsea. Then there was Real Madrid. Then there was
wow.
Bayern Munich. Then there was Liverpool. And then there was Real Madrid. And before that, Real Madrid.
Oh, wow.
And before that, Real
Real
Madrid.
Madrid.
Yeah. I mean, this is really their competition, to be quite honest, but truly a fantastic team, of course. And their coach, Carlo Ancelotti, I think it's again his 5th or 6th one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
So,
hats off to him.
yeah. So, I think it makes him. Surely that's like the greatest manager coach of all time.
All time.
It's got to be. But anyway, there they are, all happy in their little white clothes. Singing and jumping and Vavila and Bolabakissis. And yeah, well done, Real Madrid. Yeah, so they won the Champions League.
Well done to them.
We'll see how they do next time around. And then, of course, the T20 World Cup underway. So that kicked off just the other day ago. So that is underway, takes us through towards the end of the month. Now, South Africa is having their opening game, and by the time of broadcast, Sri Lanka was batting first. They opted to bat first, so South Africa will be chasing. At the time, it was they had about 50 runs or something like that. I think it was about 10 overs. So that is what it was at the time. Depending on what happens here, of course, well, hopefully our group. Look, it's a bit of a group, isn't it? Because Netherlands, and you will remember, we lost against Netherlands. So I'm not taking anything for granted here.
Don't.
But on paper, we should overcome. But as we know, the game doesn't get played on paper.
Exactly.
Bangladesh, I want to say again, we should, but it could go either way. And then Nepal. Nepal plays cricket.
They play cricket.
I didn't know they did. Isn't it a mountain place?
I don't know where that is.
The Himalayas. Where do they have a field?
Oh, that's right. Oh my word, I didn't think of that.
Do you realize that one of the A-grade schools in South Africa will have more people at a cricket game than there are even cricket players in the whole of Nepal?
Are you serious? Oh, wow.
I mean, I'm assuming.
So we're playing against them.
We play again. The monks.
The monks. I believe there's a comment on social media.
We're playing against Nepal.
Nepal. Oh, we're just waiting for the comment there.
Probably from Nepal.
Hubert.
Hubert. Are they on their way home already? Yes, there we go. There we go. Hubert is mistakenly referring to Bafana, who notoriously arrive home always before their postcards. But yeah. Now let's hope. Let's hope.
You're hopeful, and I know you get so emotional, especially with you love your sports, but your T20, especially your cricket. I know you're very passionate about that.
You know what?
So I'm hoping for your sake.
We'll listen. I mean, there's a Papua New Guinea is playing in this World Cup, which is brilliant, and being played the US, Windies, and all of that. Oman is playing. Namibia beat them. That was the opening game for them. So there's a lot of other countries. This is what makes the T20 World Cup so exciting. Obviously, looking at how things are, you always got to consider England, Australia by all means, and then of course India. You got to look at New Zealand as well, and then you want to throw South Africa in there. We did well in the longer format not so long ago, but T20 is a very different thing. But our T20 team is good.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I count on you, Dugo.
Yeah, I think so.
I trust your opinion.
So we'll see how we do there. But our last game, luckily, is against Nepal. Really?
I saw that one. That was the last one. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. Let's not do another.
Nepal's always got a lot of players. Look, I was messing about, but the reality is a lot of Bangladeshis play for Nepal. Afghanistan has got a good cricketing nation. A lot of Pakistan. So a lot of people will. So the influence within that area is pretty big. So I was just teasing when I was saying all that other stuff. But still, dong. I mean. Because if I ask you something about Nepal, what do you know?
No, nothing much. Probably, as you said, unless you're climbing the mountain or something like that, you would know about it. Am I correct?
My ignorance is so big here. It's like I have no idea. And I could be mixing up the bet in Nepal here. I'm just,
You're making me want to go have a look now. Everybody go Google and see. Then everybody, my dear friend here at the back, do we have a social comment there first before I go to our next topic online?
Oh.
There, Hubert.
I hope it's the last thing ever lost. Oi, 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 oi. Hubert is full of positivity today.
Full of positivity, I'm telling you. And then everybody, my dear friend here next to me. So I've been religiously watching every Monday. That is Dougal.
Yeah.
Religiously watching for the past 2 Mondays. Tonight will be the 3rd Monday. Where's Mins your hare? So, I always talking about I don't like going outside because I don't want my hair to mince. So, you know what? Beautifully, perfect show. And I'm telling you what, it is so funny. Dougal, I watched the 2nd episode and you had me basically laughing. I'm telling you, you're really funny. You know that.
Oh, thanks.
You know that. It was brilliant. And the cast.
That's a good cast.
Everybody that was there. I was laughing at everybody. Everybody was so funny at the end of the day. So the first episode I know we watched, and then the second one I looked obviously. And tonight I can't wait, guys, to get home because definitely it's going to be the 3rd episode. So please go and watch it.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you want to next week, you can comment and give us a bit of information and tell us what you think about the show as well. But it is on Showmax and it's Mins your hare.
Yeah, no, it is. And so the every Monday episode drops. So today, episode 3 came out through till the 12th of August, and which is what they call a binge date. And then all 13 will be there. And then you'll be able to just watch them all in one go. But the 3rd episode made its way out. And so there it is. And of course, there we got our trailer happening there at the back. But yeah, it's exciting. But
I'm excited.
First 2 episodes are out of the way, and there's the 3rd episode. Yeah, it's fun.
So if you haven't watched it, watch it tonight. Look at that cast. If ever you want to do laugh anybody, and I can speak highly, and this man is showing me exactly on this show what he's made of, and this is Dougal on another level. And well done to you, and the cast as well of Mins your hare. And I'm looking forward to seeing the show tonight.
Yeah, no, it's going to be good. And the good news is, of course, in the very near future, you're on MahalaMonday. Dougal for president. Yeah, but nobody voted for me. Nobody voted it. I've been saying for weeks and months and years. You know what I mean? Thanks, Hubert. Yeah, but we'll be chatting to some of the fellow cast members and, of course, the creator about the show into the not distant future.
That's right. So, guys, we will tell you when. And you know what? I'm thinking we kind of looking for the 10th of June.
Which is next week.
Which is next week, Monday. We're hoping to do that. And to have some of your colleagues and, some of the cast here and just have a ball, just chatting about the show and just relaxing and chatting about it. Looking forward to that. So, please join us. We will basically confirm once we've confirmed our people and if we got the cost on for Mahala.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It'll be good to chat to all of them. Yeah. But go check it out, the 3rd episode, and let us know what you think about it. And next week we look forward to that.
Definitely.
Is that it?
That's it, Dougal. So I'm cutting the show short, guys, because I need to get going because I want to go watch the Mahala. And it's cold. I want to get home. So have a fabulous night. Enjoy that supper and coffee, tea, and all the warm drinks.
And we'll see you soon. Next time you're on MahalaMonday, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, look after yourselves and everybody around you. Cheers, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.